Whether you are a student, a professional, or just want to stay connected and more productive, a laptop is one of the most important tools of the trade, but some are better than others. With excellent displays, keyboards, designs, and battery life, if you're looking for a powerful laptop that easily fits in your bag and does not break your back, you're looking for what some call an Ultrabook. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the best Ultrabooks in 2022. So make sure to watch this video till the end. And don't forget to check out the links in the description for the price info. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. If you value ultra portability over all else, the ThinkPad X1 Nano takes much of what is great about the X1 Carbon and puts it in a smaller form factor. You get long battery life and an excellent keyboard, as well as few other pluses. This laptop has a 2160 by 1350 display with a 3:2 aspect ratio, showing more of your work than some other ThinkPads. The trade-off on this 1.99 power laptop is that it's lacking in ports, which some professionals may miss. It has two Thunderbolts 4 ports and a 3.5mm headphone jack, but no USB Type-A or HDMI outputs. But in terms of other usability, you lose nothing. It's still an excellent ThinkPad experience, but easier to carry around. Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Carbon has everything you need for work. The Carbon finally features a 16:10 display, allowing for more vertical space to show your work, whether it be writing emails or working in spreadsheets. The ThinkPad X1 Carbon continues to use most major ports, including two Thunderbolts 4 ports, two USB Type-A ports, and a full-size HDMI port. For businesses with older peripherals, that's a selection that will work with what you have now and allow you to future-proof. But perhaps best for road warriors is battery life. The Carbon endured for 15 hours and 39 minutes on our battery test. It also has a legendary ThinkPad keyboard that Lenovo devotees rave about. If you're looking to upgrade, know that the RAM has been soldered to make this device thinner. You can change out the SSD, but the bottom casing is on pretty tight. The MSI GE76 Raider is our pick for a gaming laptop that can replace your desktop, and yes, it has a massive RGB light bar. It offers seriously strong performance with components ranging up to an Intel Core i9 and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080. The 17.3-inch display is bright and goes up to 360Hz for those who want to play esports titles like Dota 2 or League of Legends as smoothly as possible. But unlike many of the other laptops on this list, the Raider is not thin. In fact, it's quite large, but you need that for all of the power inside. If you want something smaller, the GE66 Raider, our former pick for this spot, which we reviewed last year, has also been updated to more recent parts. The 15-inch version of the Microsoft Surface Laptop 4 with the AMD Ryzen Microsoft Surface Edition is a portable productivity powerhouse with long battery life. If you're looking for a good mid-size screen, it's worth a look. The custom AMD processor proved powerful in our benchmarks and was optimized to bring about more than 12 hours of battery life on our test. While it's based on Zen 2 cores, the processor has some tricks from the more recent 5000 series that help it impress. This design has been used in some form for a while now, and the port selection seems meager, but if you like the magnetic surface connector, you will be glad to know it's still here. Microsoft 3:2 display is great for work as it shows more of your text, web page or vertical space on a spreadsheet. What this laptop lacks, its slow SSD speeds. It absolutely matches up with a display and comfortable keyboard that make it a joy to use. While some people may still want the power, large display and port selection of the 16-inch MacBook Pro, Apple has proved with the 13-inch version that its own home ground M1 chip is capable of the needs of plenty of people. This is Apple's first step in breaking away from Intel, and it is extremely impressive. The 13-inch MacBook Pro runs cool and quiet. While the chip is faster than its competition, in most cases, it's also efficient and ran for more than 16.5 hours on our battery test. Many apps run natively on the ARM processor, and those that don't use Apple's Rosetta 2 software for emulation, even then users will barely know that emulation is being used at all. Everything just works. The big difference between the Pro and the Air, which also uses M1, is that the Pro has a fan. Those who are not doing intensive work may be able to save a bit and get a very similar machine by going with the Air, and they will get function keys instead of a MacBook Pro's touch bar. The Dell XPS 13 has long been celebrated for both its form and function. The laptop is tiny, but packs a punch with Intel's Tiger Lake processors and adds some extra screen real estate with a tall 16:10 display. We also like the XPS 13's keyboard with a snappy press and slightly larger keycaps than previous designs. The screen is bright, and we should not take its thin bezels for granted, as Dell continues to lead on that front. Admittedly, the XPS 13 is short on ports, opting for a pair of Thunderbolt 4 ports for both charging and accessories. Its performance, portability, and long battery life are likely to make up for that for those on the go. The HP Spectre X360 14 is everything a modern Ultrabook should be. This laptop has an attractive design, but is not about form over function. It has both Thunderbolt 4 over USB Type-C, as well as a micro SD card reader, all in a thin cassette. But what really wows is the display. The 3:2 aspect ratio is tall and shows more of your work or web pages, and is also more natural for tablet mode. The OLED model we reviewed also offered vivid colors, though you would likely get longer battery life with the non-OLED, lower resolution panel. The other big plus is the Spectre X360's keyboard, which is clicky and comfortable. Sure, it is no desktop mechanical keyboard, but for a laptop it is very responsive and feels great to use. Thank you for being with us till the end of the video. I hope you have liked the video, and don't forget to check out the links in the description. Stay tuned and stay blessed.